Hit that subscribe button, guys, for the latest in boxing. I want to do it again. I thought my movement and body shots were good. There are a few things I have to work on, and I look forward to a rematch. So that is what Joseph Parker had to say in his defeat and losing his WBO heavyweight crown to AJ. He wants to do it again, so I guess he wants a rematch with Anthony Joshua. He felt that his movements and his body shots were good, but as you can see, he feels that he could go back to the drawing board and I guess work on the chinks on his armor and try to make himself a better fighter. Now, I thought that Joseph Parker was doing decent on the inside. I felt his movement was pretty well as good. My biggest criticism of Joseph Parker was that he wasn't urgent enough in the last half of this fight. I kept saying throughout the build-up of this fight that if Joseph Parker is going to win this fight against Deontay Wilder, against Joseph Parker, against Anthony Joshua, if he's going to win this fight against him, he's going to have to take major risk, and he's going to have to knock him out. I said this because I felt that there was no way he was going to win a decision in the UK when every boxing fan and every promoter wants to see Joshua versus Wilder. So what kind of disappointed me in this fight was that Joseph Parker didn't take enough risk in the championship rounds when he should have. If you want to beat the champion, you have to take it from the champion. I felt that his best rounds were in the middle rounds, from round 6 to about rounds 9. But from rounds 10, 11, 12, he just wasn't taking enough chances. He needed to take more risk and just, go for broke and try and knock out AJ. But he didn't. He let AJ, take control of the fight. And he basically let AJ win the last 3 rounds of that fight. I'm not saying he would have won the fight had he, taken more risk at the end of the fight. But I'm saying he would have made it even closer. He would have made it more closer, and it would have been like an even better fight. But he just wasn't taking risks. So that's my biggest criticism of Parker. If he looks at this fight again, he's gonna think to himself, why wasn't I taking enough risk during the second half of this fight? Why wasn't I trying to dog AJ? Why did I give away the last 3 rounds? Basically, that's what he's going to be thinking to himself. So he needs to. It's kind of like, when it came to Hughie Fury. Hughie Fury was just trying to outbox Joseph Parker, and he wasn't taking enough risks. He wasn't being offensive enough. Joseph Parker was being way more offensive than Hughie Fury, but in the last 3 rounds, he was just trying to outbox Joshua. And he kind of gave that away. I think he should have been pressing the action more, take a lot more risk, as I've been saying for months. But he failed to do that. And, I'm not saying he would have won had he done that, but I'm saying he would have given himself a better chance of winning. So he needs to work on that. I think he has really, but like I said, one thing I learned about this fight is that he has a great chin. Because I never saw him hurt. And AJ was landing on him. I've seen some people saying AJ wasn't really landing. AJ did land full of shots on Joseph Parker. I never saw Joseph Parker hurt. Parker got cut up, but he was never hurt. It just goes to show me that it shows me that Parker has a really solid chin, and he proved it against Joshua. And it just goes to show Joshua fans that, or fanboys, that just because you're a big puncher doesn't mean you can knock everybody out. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I have to say, guys. If you watched the video from start to finish, subscribe, and I'm out. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated.